8月份, everything's closed. The locals are gone. You don't see them. They're all on. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, yeah, it says so. Yeah. So let's read this together. We didn't read this yet, did we? Not yet. Okay, so let's read this. 3 new holidays are to be observed this year. After the presidential office today promulgated new national holidays passed by the legislature earlier this month. Okay, so it says here, opposition lawmakers on May 9th passed a bill adding 4 new national holidays and making Labor Day on May 1, a holiday for all sectors. Let's read this too. It says, the newly added holidays are Confucius' birthday on September 28th, the anniversary of the Battle of Guningtou on October 25, Constitution Day on December 25, and Little New Year, the day before Lunar New Year's Eve. I thought this was already a holiday. Isn't this a holiday already? Not officially? Isn't this like 除夕? Oh, okay. Okay. Anyhow, I'm confused. I thought this was a holiday already. So, well, for me, it's a holiday. No. So Confucius, you know who Confucius is, right? And I think in Taiwan, what do we normally call this day? This is called Teacher's Day, right? So Teacher's Day. Now, I'm curious about something. Before, did teachers have this day off? They did. But only teachers, right? Everyone. So you mean this was not a holiday before, or was a holiday? Yeah? Oh, and then it was not a holiday. And now it's a holiday again. Okay. So anyhow, let's say this together. Confucius. Okay. I know this is a very historical battle. Of course, Constitution means what? 宪法. Okay, so let's say it together. Constitution. I want to make a small note about this. Constitution is used in another way. It means if you say he has a very healthy constitution, what does that mean? Good health. It means his body is in good condition. So it means constitution can also refer to your health, your physical condition. So it's kind of funny, but we use the word the same way. So you say he has a healthy constitution. It doesn't mean 宪法. It means his condition. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's like exercise. I guess it's like exercise or like some sort of morning exercise. Yeah. So anyhow, Constitution Day and of course Little New Year. Okay. So these are all new holidays. Okay. Of course, when we say opposition, that means for the other party, right? The party that's not in power, like in this case would be the Kuomintang, right? Okay. So let's read this. Opposition lawmakers on May 9 passed a bill adding 4 new national holidays and making Labor Day on May 1 a holiday for all sectors. The newly added holidays are Confucius' birthday. Let's say it again. This is pronounced with a sh sound. Confucius. Okay. Confucius' birthday on September 28th. The anniversary of the Battle of Guningtou on October 25, Constitution Day on December 25, and Little New Year, the day before Lunar New Year's Eve. Oh, I get it. New Year's Eve is 除夕, right? And this is the day before Lunar. Oh, okay. Now I understand. I just got it right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't. I don't get it. Oh, yeah, no. I've never heard that. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's a new joke for me. But I will say, in the UK and Australia, there's another holiday on December 26th. What is that day called? Does it? Yes, very good. Boxing Day. Boxing. And I am trying to remember what is Boxing Day. No, it's not that. It's something else. When I think of boxing, I think of boxing like this, but it doesn't mean boxing. It's not like people go out and punch each other. I really don't know. I know everyone talks about Boxing Day, but I don't know what it actually means. So I will do some homework, 功课, and I will let you know next time. But yeah, if you talk to your friends from 英国 or 澳洲 or any British country, December 26th is another holiday. It's called Boxing Day. Boxing, boxing, but it's not this kind of boxing. I hope not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it means put stuff in boxes. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. So anyhow, it says here the bill mandated that it be implemented immediately upon its announcement. So again, we could say promulgation. We could say as a means of promulgation. We just said promulgated. We could say promulgation instead of announcement. It also raised the level of the order from a measure to a regulation. So regulation means it's actually a law, a rule, right? It's we often talk about rules and regulations. It's like it's legal. It's important. And then it says here, the order means that Confucius' birthday, the anniversary of the Battle of Guningtou, and Constitution Day are to be celebrated as holidays this year. Okay, what does mandated mean? Right, we've talked about this before. If something is mandated, it means you must do it, right? So if someone says, it is mandated that you wash your hands before you eat, it means it's a law, it's a rule. You need to wash your hands before you eat. It's not an option. It's not a choice. It's something you must do. Now, of course, the 形容词 of this word is what? Mandatory. So T-O-R-Y, mandatory. So if you say washing your hands before eating is mandatory, that means it is a must. You must do it. Okay, so why don't we say together, mandated. Mandated. Mandatory. Mandatory. Like in Taiwan, we have mandatory military service for men. Okay, so I just went to my niece's graduation, not my nephew's, my niece's graduation last week from high school. But it was very funny because, of course, she's a girl, but some of her classmates, I was talking to their parents, and they're like, oh, yeah, our son has to do 1 year of mandatory military service now, right? Whereas my nephew, he only has to do 4 months, okay? If you're a little bit confused, my niece and my nephew have dual citizenship. So even though my nephew is a U.S. citizen, he also is a Taiwan citizen. So he has to do military service in Taiwan. And many of the kids that I know, they have dual citizenship. They also have to do their Taiwan military service. No, we say compulsory education. So compulsory is kind of similar to this. Let me just share this word. It's a good word. If something is compulsory, and we often use this word with education. Like, we don't usually say compulsory military service. I guess technically you could say that. You could say compulsory military service. But we usually say compulsory education. And compulsory comes from a 动词. What's the verb? Compel. I think I'm spelling that. Is that one L? Yeah, okay, maybe. So, to compel. To compel means what? To force, okay? To compel someone to do something means you force them to do something. But I will say something, that this is a very good word, because if you say something is very compelling, what does that mean? It means it's something that really grabs you. It really catches you. It means, I'll give you a very common use of this word. If you're having a discussion with somebody, maybe you're arguing about something, and somebody says something really that makes sense or logical, and you say, wow, that's a very compelling argument. Or you make a very compelling point or case. It means I might agree with you now. I might believe what you say because what you said really captures me, it grabs me, okay? So we often use the words to say his argument or his evidence or his words. You could simply say his words were very compelling. It means it's very, actually, if you want to use a very similar word, we could say it's very convincing, right? If you say he makes a very convincing argument, or his case is very convincing, or his words are very convincing, compelling is very similar to that, okay? Yeah, I think you could say that. But, the point is, what is compelling you? I mean, it's kind of, well, I wouldn't say a horror movie is very compelling. I would say it's very realistic or very frightening. But compelling would be more like something that really convinces me of something, makes me want to do something, okay? So why don't we say these different words together? First of all, to compel. To compel. Compelling. Compelling. Compulsory. Compulsory. Convincing. Convincing. Yeah, you could say he's a very compelling politician. Like the words, what he says convinces people to support him or follow him. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, a very compelling story means something that really, like, it's a little bit like saying it's very 很感动, right? Yeah, I mean, you could, but I don't know. It's not a word that I would normally use to describe a horror movie. Maybe a drama, like a drama, or a historical movie. Yeah, yeah. If a horror movie is very compelling, I don't know if that's good or not. Yeah, but anyhow, yeah. Okay, so let's read. I see we're almost out of time, so let's go ahead and read this, and then I think we'll be done. It says the bill mandated that it be implemented immediately upon its announcement. It also raised the level of the order from a measure to a regulation. The order means that Confucius' birthday, the anniversary of the Battle of Guningtou, and Constitution Day are to be celebrated, as holidays this year. Right. So I just want to say we could switch this word for observed. They are to be observed as holidays this year. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, Memorial Day. I think usually people, I'll tell you the most common thing is they take, if you go to like the graveyards, grave sites, they take little American flags and they put them in all the graves of the veterans, people who died in wars or people who used to serve in the military. So if you look at American graveyards, you'll see many American flags at each grave, like little flags at all the graves of the former soldiers. And so Memorial Day is, it's more about, it's remembering people who served in wars, American wars, and I think, and of course, people who died in wars. But there's another day we call Veterans Day, which is to remember just all people who served in the military. We call those military veterans. But yeah, you're right. 3 days ago, or 2 or 3 days ago, was Memorial Day in America. And it's a holiday. It's a day off. It's a national holiday. It was Monday, I think, in America. Yeah, Memorial Day. Memorial means to remember, right? We say memorial. Yeah. I think you can, but I don't know if people actually do that for Memorial. I mean, they might, but I think that would be more like July 4th. They would definitely do that. So yeah, I should know that. But yeah, so anyhow, I'm kind of happy that Christmas is now a holiday, right? I know it's Constitution Day, but because many foreigners, when they come to Taiwan, they're like, oh, it's Christmas, I get a day off. And I'm like, no, sorry, you don't get a day off. But now I can say, yes, you have a day off, but it's Constitution Day. So yeah. Okay, good. Well, we'll have a good week and we'll see you next time. Thank you.